And now, get ready to groove to the voice behind some of the biggest hits. The Raabta Queen of Melodies, इनकी जुगनू जैसी आवाज से हर स्टेज चमक जाता है. From chart-topping singles to the most soulful tracks, she's done it all. Paparazzi की भी चहेती हैं ये. आज की music sensation है, and she's got a kafirana charm that leaves everyone spellbound. Her name is Gandhi, but she is a revolution of her own in the music industry. Give it up for Nikitha Gandhi. A huge cheer, Nikitha Gandhi on NDTV Yuva to give us that soulful musical ending to NDTV Yuva. A very warm welcome, Nikitha. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका. Please बैठिए. अब आपने अपने आप को शायद ये नाम दिया Nikiverse. ये हम of course देखते हैं whenever we see you communicating over socials as well. What is Nikiverse?
That's not me.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a universe, but I think it just kind of happened actually कि बातों में ये नाम बन चुका कि you know like Nikiverse became like I think my show experience. So I think it's just the universe which encompasses me, my band, the music that we do, a lot of other things that we'll be doing. So I think it's just that.
But is it true that you started your career in dental surgery?
Yeah.
Why the switch to music? And how?
Why would you ask me why?
Yeah, that's why I
so
immediately
glad.
connected how. How did that happen?
I mean, I'm so grateful that I'm doing music now, and yeah, I am a dentist. I didn't drop out because I feel like that's always the follow-up question, like, did you drop out of med school? My music career kind of started while I was in college. So suddenly I'm an intern, but I've sung in 2-3 Tamil films. So I was at this brink where I was finishing my dentistry, but I was also singing for Rahman sir. So I think music chose me more than me choosing music and leaving.
So आप अपने patients को anesthesia नहीं देती थी. You would calm them with your soulful music.
No,
is
I
it?
would give anesthesia.
You spoke about Rahman sir. I mean, of course, he's a legend and he's a story in himself. Tell me, what are the conversations, interactions, meetings with him like?
He is a verse. I think there should be an AR verse, also a Rahman verse, because he is a universe, an institution. So much to learn from him. I think I've interacted with him so much because I've done Tamil music for Sir. I've sung in his like Hollywood projects as well. And every interaction is so different. Like
Anything that sets him apart? Because you've worked, of course, with different artists, music composers.
He is just so, he keeps evolving. I don't know if that sets him apart, but that's definitely a big quality in him that he's constantly evolving. He can play anything. I mean, we see AR Rahman with a piano, but he can play like literally anything. So I think the fact that he just wants to keep growing is his biggest quality. So.
Any quality that you picked from him? Like any learning?
So this one time, he asked me a question about something and I went blank because I didn't know what he was talking about, and I felt very embarrassed because you know it's AR Rahman and it was about some musician or something, and I was just blank.
Some GK kind question.
Yeah, GK music question, and I just blanked out and I got so stressed, and he just laughed and he said, you know, I love it. It's very refreshing to not know everything, and that really stuck with me because I think the beauty in innocence is something that he really admired, and that honesty, you know, and I think that's something that that really stuck with me from what he said.
Of course, and the connect that he creates when he's live, when he's doing stage, and of course we'll hear you as well by the end of this conversation. But when you go out live, when you perform on stage, of course, कुछ ना कुछ concerts में, music shows में, strange, weird होता रहता है. Do you have any weird story, any funny story from your stage experiences?
Tons.
Say that again.
Tons of funny stories.
Tons of it. Okay.
There have been a lot of instances where people have tried to pull out my rings.
What?
Which is a very funny. I don't know if it's like unintentional or not, because you know obviously in the energy like you know, people are like high-fiving you
or maybe they just
something.
like your ring.
Yeah,
I mean,
one
अभी वाली भी ring दिखा दीजिए if anybody is interested
Yeah.
to snatch this from her.
In one of the shows, because I love like wearing shades and like just doing a lot of funny things on stage. And there's this one show where this lady just made like direct, I don't know where the camera is, the main camera is, but she made like direct eye contact with me and she's like she just like
Damn.
give me those shades. And I got so intimidated, but yeah.
But did you give? Is what my question is.
I think there was one more person who also wanted it, so I just let them battle it out
दोनों
and
को एक एक
continue the
काम.
show.
चश्मे की तुम divide करो. But now, you know, as artists, of course, जो भी आप बोलते हैं, जो भी आप करते हैं, वो एक statement बनती है. और कहीं ना कहीं मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया में एक एग्जाम्पल भी सेट होता है. वेरी रिसेंटली आपने कोलकाता में अपना शो जो है वो कैंसिल किया था बिकॉज ऑफ यू नो जितनी भी वो दुखी कर देने वाली जो खबरें वहाँ से आई उसके बाद से. टेक अस थ्रू दैट बिकॉज इट्स अ ह्यूज थिंग फॉर एन आर्टिस्ट टू डू दैट, यू नो, कॉलिंग द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ, शो ऑफ. How did you take that decision? How did you
I mean, firstly, I'm a Calcutta girl. And I've been a med student, so I think it was that the whole incident is too close to home for me, and I felt it just didn't feel right to celebrate anything, you know, because at the end of the day, a performance is a celebration, and people are partying and having fun, and the organizers and I, we like sort of together decided that let's push this to a later date, or you know, put a pin on it. So we made announcements that, I think a lot of artists did that, and you know, and rightly so, because I think the entire atmosphere in Bengal is very odd right now.
Right.
And it really like, you know, it's just really close to home for me as a woman, as a dentist, as you know, someone who's worn a lab coat, and I think it's just something about humanity in general.
Got it.
So yeah, and I also in fact postponed some a Durga Puja song project as well, because I just felt that you know, this is not the right time.
Well, thank you so very much. Give it up for Nikitha Gandhi.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We'll take one very quick question from the audience and then we'll wrap it because, of course, we have a power-packed performance from Nikitha. Any question from the audience? Yes, this one. Keep it very short and quick, sir. Thank you.
All right. Hi, Nikitha.
Hi.
So you have had Bengali roots, right? So like you have been in the mainstream Bollywood industry for quite a long time, but how do you feel about staying connected with the Bengali music industry?
I mean, I feel very strongly about it. I'm half Bengali, so I'm not just from Calcutta. I am Bong, for the most part. I come to Delhi and then I pretend that I'm Punjabi more than Bengali, but it keeps fluctuating.
But I find the language really beautiful. जाते जाते आप मेरे को एक बंगाली लाइन सिखा दो प्लीज. मुझे एक आती है.
ये मत बोलो कि आमी তোমাকে ভালোবাসি.
नहीं मुझे आती है आमार के ओने खीदे पाछे.
हाँ, I was just gonna say खीदे पेछे.
खीदे पेछे.
Because I
Okay.
think,
But ये मुझे आता है तो एक कुछ और सिखा दीजिए.
Because I guess Bengalis को भूख बहुत ज़्यादा लगती है.
हाँ, भूख तो आती है. और हम सब कुछ खाते हैं, हम कुछ
Being
पीते
one
नहीं है
myself,
ना.
I can say that.
जॉल खाओ, you are one yourself. There you
आप
go.
सिखा दो कोई लाइन एक यार हमें. गाली मत देना प्लीज.
नहीं गाली नहीं दूंगा. So there was one instance that एक theatre show में गए हुए थे and while staying in the hotel we used that dialogue from Monjolika कि आमी तो के मेरे फेलबो.
That's hectic. Don't learn that.
I'm not going to learn that. Thank you
Please
very
don't
much.
do
You
that.
can
Please
say
don't do
आमी तो के खे नहीं बो.
What does that mean?
I'm just
Whatever that
But
meant.
to answer your question, I do still work in the Bengali film industry also, as I do in the Tamil, Telugu film industry, and I just did a Bengali project also recently called Mati. So I think that kinda answers
Multi-talented,
your question.
multilingual. जोरदार तालियां निकिता गांधी के लिए. That's
Thank
all
you,
the time
thank
that I
you.
had with her.